What's going on, gamers? Coach Solomon here to bring you an awesome Minecraft workout. Today I'll be explaining and demonstrating some key movement tips and tricks you need when entering your next PvP battle. Practicing these tips at the beginning of our roadmap for a Minecraft Gladiator style PvP championship will ensure combos and strengthen possible victories. These tips include jump combos, hit strafing, and getting a starter momentum, all of which are used by major PvP players and even pro players in the PvP games, servers, and all across the internet as a whole. Now that I've broken down the game plan, let's jump right into it. To start, enter into a creative world with cheats enabled. This can be the same world we've been using or a brand new world, whichever you choose. Now, open up the inventory and grab yourself a stick, a diamond sword, plenty of food stock, wood fences, and villager and zombie spawn eggs. These villagers and zombies will be our test dummies for the practice. Finish off our warm-up by putting the wood fences in a 10x10 or max 15x15 square block. This will be so you have proper room to move and attack the dummies for our practice. Alright, now that we have that built, let's move on to the first practice. The jump is probably one of the first things you did when you entered Minecraft for the first time. It's one of the core movements in the game and crucial for almost all aspects of the game. But the jump is a make or break in good PvP gameplay. We've already gone over how jumping while hitting with the sword or axe can create stronger hits, but jumping at the right time after a hit can induce jump combos, where you can optimize the most hits out of rushing an opponent. Step inside your cube and place a villager inside. Now use your stick to hit them. We are using the stick to get as many hits as possible instead of dealing lots of damage like with the sword for now. Attempt to jump when the hit registers and you see the opponent turn red or the particles come off of the villager. Let that be a cue to tell you when to jump. By doing this, you land even more hits while in the air and back down. After a few attempts with a couple more villagers, you should get the hang of the timing. Now that you've had some fun with the jumps, let's get into strafing. Strafing is a tool that can usually slow you down in Minecraft. You mostly want the most speed you can in the game, but sometimes slowing down ensures more damage or accuracy too. Your velocity for movement is really important for strafing. For this drill, spawn a villager and use the stick again to hit them. Hold the W key while hitting to push them back. Now, use the A and D keys to move side to side. This slows your velocity down, ensuring your opponent is caught in your combo. Like with the jump combos, timing is key here, and you'll want to change the direction you're going after each hit registers, shown with a red tint or particle effect. This sideways timed rotation can ensure the opponent is trapped in your hitbox and will need to evade your attacks or find a defensive position, like the villagers shown here. Complete a few tries until you start to get more comfortable with your strafes. Our last drill exercise is more of a pointer than any tips or new mechanics being shown. I'm sure we're all aware now that when starting a sprint, your character sends themselves much farther than walking. However, did you know that depending on the way you start your sprint can change the knockback of an opponent? The first hit on an opponent after starting a sprint has a bit of a greater knockback for lots of mobs and players. Double-clicking the W key is the standard way to sprint, but possibly remapping the sprint key to something else on your keyboard will strengthen your gameplay. You can instantly hit it for a full sprint and not have to hit the same forward button twice, much like how sneaking is its own single key. I've personally used caps lock and the F or R keys, but it's completely personal to your style of play. The left control is the standard here. Now that we've covered some in-depth movement tools for PvP, it's time to see what you can do. Spawn a zombie instead of a villager and practice all these core tips with your sword. Only spawn one at a time so you can focus on your movement here more instead of dealing max damage. This should be about positioning and seeing how good your hit combos are because of it. We'll be repeating this for about 15 to 20 minutes or so, ensuring that all our attempts are getting better as they go along. To wrap up, we took a look at some jumping combos, strafe hitting, and click sprinting to help your movement in PvP. Ask yourself these takeaways after all you've endured. How many hits was I able to land today I couldn't get before? Do I prefer double clicking W to sprint or like using a single key? How was my timing with the A and D keys? How would a shield come into play with all this? These questions and more will be covered later on in our road plan. Thank you for checking in today's workout. Keep these tips in mind next time you log on for practice or for fun. I'm Coach Solomon, and I hope to see you all next time.